I was on SSI from childhood, and they cut me off when I was 19. And so I really didn't have nowhere to go then. Then I tried to move with my biological mom to Arizona. That didn't work. I was there for 2 weeks. My mom put me out because me and her boyfriend didn't get along. So I stayed with a cousin. When my cousin got ready to move, she put me out. And so I came back up here and I was kind of I stayed with my aunt for like a week, and then I got into a shelter, got put out, and then I kind of went to Pathfinders. And they helped me get into Lizzie's place. And then I got kicked out of there because I screamed and I freaked out, and I have a really bad temper. So I found out about Capuchin's Apartments, which is a housing program for mentally ill people and chronically homeless people. The day before my birthday, Becky called me and was like, well, you have to go to Capuchin tomorrow and the county's going to be there, so I think you're going to get your keys. So last year, March 29th, I moved into housing. Almost didn't make it in because I started letting anxiety take over, and I had to fill out a lot of paperwork, and I started to freak out. And the property manager was just like, either you're going to fill out the paper today or you can't move in today. So eventually I filled out the paperwork, and I got my keys, and it made me feel good because I got my keys on my birthday. So it was like, God, I guess I kind of feel like, okay, God, you heard me and you kind of answered my prayer. When you homeless and then you have mental health issues too, even though I don't acknowledge it sometimes, I say that I'm just fine a lot. And I bottle everything up inside. You got all these thoughts going in your mind, and then when you're homeless, on top of that, you're thinking about killing yourself. And I guess because I know my personality and I know my character, and I know I was turned into a lot of stuff that is outside of my character, it was just like, okay, you need to go get yourself together. And so I guess I kind of went, and I had my days where I shut down and I didn't do what I was supposed to do, but I kind of, for the most part, tried to stay on top of my game. Now they started my SSI back in like June of last year or sometime. I'm going back to school so I can finish school, go to church, do what I gotta do for me, keep my life in check. I don't think all medications are bad, because if they was bad, I wouldn't believe God would created it. Yes, God created a lot of stuff and people turn it around to make it evil. But I don't think that it would be a such thing as medicine if it was bad for you. My pastor's a nurse, so when Dr. Ehrman first gave me prescription, I gave her the pills. What is this? She's not gonna tell me, oh no, don't take your medicine. When it comes to certain diagnoses, she'd be like, no, that's a spirit. Don't receive that in your life. I think my healing comes from when I cry, because I feel more relieved because I bottle everything up. I'm not so much bitter as I was when I first moved back from Arizona. I believe God healed me from a lot of stuff. There's this place called the Sanctuary in Whitewater, and my church went on a retreat there. I slept most of the time because it was just like a peaceful, calming. I really don't know how to explain it, but it was just a lovely atmosphere. And so I know why I went there, because I have some issues with my mom about a lot of stuff. So I believe God helped me for that, because I was bitter at my mom for a long time, especially when she had my little brother, because it was like, you have 4 kids, you didn't raise us. How can you have another baby and do all this and you didn't do this for us? You never even tried to fight for us. All you cared about was hitting your pipe, if I can use that. Becky is my case manager at Pathfinders. Me and Becky be around each other a lot, and I don't think I tell Becky enough how much she means to me, because she does a lot, and she goes overboard of being case manager. Like, if I'm sick and I need to go to the hospital, Becky get off of work probably at like 8:30 at night. I could call Becky at like 10 and she'll come take me to the hospital and sit there with me. And then my pastor now, she's been there since I've been 16. Even when I moved away, 2,000 miles away, I still called her and she still listened. I feel like her and her husband, his mom and dad, them are my spiritual parents because they're my pastors. The people that I trust, I can actually say proven themselves. So I've been stable for about a year now. I guess it's more fighting me now than it was then because I was all over the place. I'm more stable physically and mentally. And I don't fly off the handle as quick as I did before.